Karuga. Qapla.
I'm going to take this opportunity, however, to suggest that we all hail Karuga. Oh, that's all I'm saying.
Forgive me, Doctor. I'm receiving a number of distress calls. I don't doubt it.
Y'all remember to tip your waitresses. Have a mighty fine night.
You come in peace, surrender or be destroyed. Here to make war, we surrender. Falsehood, important things are needed new people.
When the appointed hour arrives, the Marauders will deactivate their cloaking devices and begin transporting Klingon shock troops directly to the landing zone.
Landing zone? Where? Tell me.
Why not? Your feeble weapons will be useless against us. We will kill all your males and take your females to mate with.
All right. Now the Federation's taking over, whether you like it or not. You people, you've been running this planet like a piecework planet. From now on, it's going to be under one roof. You're going to run it like a business. That means you're going to make a profit.
Look at these 3 words written larger than the rest, with a special pride never written before or since. Tall words, proudly saying, "We the people."
Hi, I'm Nicole DeBoer. I played Lieutenant Ezri Dax on DS9, and I welcome you to Birdo Prey 5 channel. Hail Karuga.
Hello world, it's Birdo Prey 5, Qapla, and welcome to Bed Life for Monday, April 11th, 2022. And welcome back, everyone. It feels like it's been a while since I've done a Bed Life on camera, and it has, I think. It's been, and I don't know how long today will be, but we start, at least. Richie Poole was first in the chat. Qapla. Richie Poole. John Araki says deuce, as in the deuce of hearts, I take it. The 2 of anything in cards, and not, a deuce. And John Araki says hashtag Steelbirds garbage. Please don't, people. It makes Mamo Prey unhappy. John DeMarco says, looking for something to watch while you're waiting for Bird, consider checking out my new video, premiering in a few minutes. And it was all the beam me up in Star Treks. Wow. Yeah, that's a term we use in the industry, Star Treks. It means against all the possible Star Treks. Yeah. It was a good video. I was particularly questioned as to why Tuvix didn't come up, but you had an answer. It's because they didn't say beam me up. Had they said beam me up and Tuvix had been created, then they would have used Tuvix. But okay, I get it. There were standards. Not Ryan Johnson says hello in Qapla. Hail Karuga. Hello in Qapla to Not Ryan Johnson. Absolutely. Hail Karuga. Also, hail Sassy, because it is National Pet Day in the United States, and Karuga. So Sassy, you are the national pet of Karuga. So this is your day. It's also National Submarine Day. And, I'll go ahead and decide to dedicate this day to Darren, since he's the person closest I know to having his own submarine. It's also, what is it, National Racquetball Day or something ridiculous like that. As if National Pet Day wasn't ridiculous in its own. But we'll see. We'll see. I don't think there's really anything except Happy Sassy Day. Thank you, Carlo Albanese. Carlo Albanese says, hi, I hope everyone is as well as can be. Hail Caroga and happy Sassy Day. Thank you, Carlo. Pop Culture Curator says, Qapla, vertebrae. Hope you and family are doing well. Thank you, Pop Culture Curator. Hope you are doing well. Words and Pictures says, Qapla, vertebrae. Good to see you. Good to be here. Thank you. It's good to have you here. John DeMarco says, greetings, everyone. I said soon. And Pop Culture Curator says, hail to Words and Pictures. And Carlo. Words and Pictures says, hello to Pop Culture Curator. Carlo waves. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Greetings, Mike Richards. Carlo says, bed life. It's a stream by Birdo Prey 5. Yeah. Let me hear you sing it. Nobody's singing. It's only in my head. Only in my head. Professor Brainy Speck says, so soon is a relative term. It's true. It is relative. When will then be now? Asks Rock Solid. Soon. Pop Culture Curator says, I know Bird is busy racing that new bed through the streets of New York, doing sideshows, wheelies, and donuts, jumping over the Brooklyn Bridge. Or can he take a moment of his time to talk to us? Well, as I'm being arrested, I'm sure I'll have time to talk. 47 Yorktown says, hello, young sir. Tell Sassy she's a good girl. Absolutely, Sassy. You're a good girl, Sassy. You're a good girl. Carlo Albanese says, do submarine sandwiches count for Submarine Day? I was wondering if they meant submarine sandwich. But no, I'm pretty sure they meant submarine as in the multi-ton ship that can go underwater. You're welcome, John. And John Aragi says, Bird is late because he was out whacking a snitch. No, I don't see need to go after snitches. If the snitches are just doing their job, they were born to snitch, then so be it. You better. Yes, Mama Pray.
I would be happy even if you went out to do that.
Mama Pray would be happy even if I went out to beat up a snitch, because it means at least I could get out and beat something up. Not from my wheelchair either. Like, actually, just anyway. John Araki says Gary O'Prey 7. I don't know who that is, but it's not rock solid. Josh Street says, Vertebrae, we demand to see if Sassy is still Sassy 25 or has been replaced with Sassy number 26. And how would you see that, Josh Street? John Araki says, National Penthouse Day? No, it's not National Penthouse Pet Day. And it would be Playboy Pet, wouldn't it? Penthouse didn't have pets. I don't know if the magazine is still in print. I don't think so. I don't think any of them are in print. I remember when Mom will pray back in the day, Mom will pray and Dad will pray. The only place they would leave us on our own, Sis will pray and myself, would be Atlantic City. So, like the world could have gone to war, and they would not have known because they didn't leave the casino. And there were no way they were going to bring that type of news into the casino in those days, because it would just mean people were going to leave the casino. So Sis Pray and I were kind of on our own, and these we had beepers. Yeah, they had beepers. That's true. So we could always find a phone and page our parents, I suppose. And if it was a good day, Mama Pray would page us back. If for some reason, every time Mama Pray would go to the casino, her watch would break.
Not every time.
Not every time, but often enough. Anyway, we'll talk about that another time. But so Sister Pray and I are for the most part on our own, and since we didn't like each other at the time, we didn't hang out. So it was basically I was on my own, Sister Pray was on her own, and we just knew we were in the hotel. So I didn't know what else to do. So I would just ride the elevators up and down like it was a toy or something. Anyway, I guess other parents had the same idea. So there would be other kids riding the elevators or doing mischievous stuff. And I don't know. You know, I could tell right away that the person I came across was not someone I wanted to be friends with. And I don't know, maybe I was rude to them or whatever, but for whatever reason, they did not take a liking to me. And as I suppose a practical joke or whatever, I got in an elevator and they were on the same floor. And then just as the door closed, they threw a magazine into the elevator and said something like, "Don't forget your magazine." And of course, there were other adults on the elevator. I was a kid, and it was a Playboy. And I was like, I was embarrassed. Of course, thinking about it now as an adult, there was nothing to be embarrassed about. If anything, those adults were probably like, yeah, you know. But I like turned my head. I was like, how childish. And I left it. I left it on the elevator, and I'm sure now that whoever was on the elevator, and after I got off the elevator at some random floor, because I certainly wasn't going to go back to my room at that point, I'm sure whoever was still on the elevator just took, looked around and put the magazine in their back pocket, because then when I went back to that elevator, it was gone. Yeah, that was the trouble we would or wouldn't get in Atlantic City. For the Jersey says, Qapla, happy National Pet Day. Hail Karoga, thank you, and puts in the Beagle emojis. John DeMarco says, Bird doesn't go after snitches. That's what Uncle Paulie is for, absolutely. John Aragi, breaking news. Elon Musk purchases 9% of Karoga. Vows changes. Well, you know what? Elon Musk bought 9% of Twitter, then didn't go on the board. Refused the position on the Twitter board of directors. So what's he going to do? Nothing. Forza Jersey says, fun fact, nobody lives in the future. No, we are forever living in the present. And Carlo Albanese says, Homer and the B Sharps will be on a roof tonight. Ah, yes, it's National Barber Shop Quartet night. That is it. Thank you to Homer and the B Sharps. My only experience with a Barber Shop Quartet was down in San Diego. I was out there with the half of the company that used to travel exclusively with my boss, and they had like apartments in San Diego for the half a year he spent out in California. And we were, hanging out in their development one night, and they have a party room or whatever, a game room for like everybody who lives there. They had like, what's that? the hockey, air hockey, had air hockey game and stuff. And so we were in the room playing air hockey and billiards and all this stuff. And then we hear from like another door behind just singing, and it was good. It was good singing. So we like opened it up, and there was this Barber Shop Quartet, 4 old people singing. And they're like, "You guys want to be our audience?" I'm like, "Hell yeah!" We did. I mean, we were all young 20-somethings. These guys had to be, I mean, I say old, but to my 20-something brain, they were probably 60-year-olds or something. And yeah, it was 4 guys. They were singing, and they were singing old songs. I loved it. I was surprised the other people there were into it. That was it. That was cool, and that was it. They were gone. Never spoke of it again. I wonder what happened to those guys. They're probably, well, been another 20 years. So, oh, it's San Diego. Some of them might still be there. Brandon, the anime guy, says happy National Pet Day. Thank you, Brandon, the anime guy. And Sassy thanks you. And Brandon says happy Kitty Day. Qapla, Brandon. Happy Kitty Day to you. Words and Pictures is wondering if he'll simultaneously decloak and launch photon ran torpedoes into the stream. I don't think so. Not today. Carlo Albanese says, to think you could have get paid being a lift boy. To think you could have got paid being a lift boy? What's a lift boy? Sci-Fi Nations is greetings, Birdo Pray 5, Mamo Pray, Sassy will pray, and fellow nerds. All hail glorious Karoga, and of course, the God Emperor, Birdo Pray 5. Qapla, Sci-Fi Nation. Thank you. 4 as a Jersey says, I did much the same when my parents went to AC. Not much to do as a kid there. Well, I mean, for Mamo Pray and Dad'll Pray, they did at least generally go to Tropicana, or what they called it at the time, Trop World, which had the only indoor kids amusement park in Atlantic City. So, I mean, it was the best place to go with kids. You had basically, it was like a fair or an amusement park, all indoors. And I would say 24/7, but it wasn't 24/7. It most definitely did close and open, because if it was 24/7, they would have left us there. They would have left us for 3 days. We would have dealt. We would have dealt with it. I'm just saying. Yeah, I do it. We were in an amusement park, had all the money we could ask for. One time, I remember this. Instead of spending the money in the amusement park, I went down to the boardwalk, where I probably shouldn't have been, unescorted as a kid, but whatever. And there was the taffy shops on the boardwalk. Now, I don't eat taffy. I've never tried it. I don't think I'd ever, I wouldn't try it now. I'd never tried it as a kid. But they did have taffy that was packaged that looked like it was inside cash. So if you looked quickly, it looked like you were carrying a bag of cash instead of a bag of taffy. And so I bought some. And when Mamo Frey came back to the room, and it looked like I had a bag of cash on me, she's like, what is this? I was like, I don't know, Mom. They had this gambling for kids, and I won the jackpot. And just for the briefest second, Mama Frey believed me. And I saw the hope and glimmer in her eye, and then it went away, and I felt so bad. I felt so bad, because that's, unfortunately, Mama Frey. Felt so bad. And then I remembered how she left us. You guys can't hear it, probably. But Mama Frey is feeling so bad. Also, she's saying I'm lying. It's okay, Mama Frey. Atlantic City was your, what's that? Make Superman sick? Not Kroganite. Kryptonite. Atlantic City was your kryptonite. John Araki says Britney Spears is pregnant. Holy crap. That's, I'd say good luck to her and her house, but scary. Pop Culture Curator says, I think Carlo means the elevator operator. Oh, you could get paid being a lift boy, an elevator operator. Yeah, I one day, back in the day, I suppose. Gap, Stargate, Qapla, Bird, Qapla, Gap, Stargate, and Carlo, yes, lift equals elevator. Thank you. Thank you. Pop Culture Curator is hailing Gap, Stargate. CDJ says, Birdo Bray 5, greetings, hope you are feeling good. Thank you, CDJ. Relatively new channel member, Qapla. Follow Albanese is laughing. Words and pictures. Then I remembered how she left us. Tim Christ says, don't mess with Mama Frey, Bird. That's asking for a whooping. And Tim says, remember, Bird, you're never too big to be put over Mama Frey's knee. Well, I don't think she could get me in that position, but I'm
Who's been holding up the damn
not
elevator?
particularly worried. The random Slovakian donated $3.14. What's wrong with Apple? On Android, I could super chat. This Fugan fruit phone keeps telling me it's not available in my country. Fug you, Apple. On another note, Wordle was hard today. I got Wordle in 5 today. I was more surprised I got Wordle yesterday in 3. Yeah, Wordle went hard today. They used a letter I don't think I've seen them use before. Mama Frey got it in, 4? 3? 3. Mama Frey got it in 3. But that was, of course, thanks to your hint, Joseph. I don't ever look at your hint. So my number is just how long it's taken me to get it. I was a little concerned today because most of the time I don't, if I don't hit the word on the first or second try, then by the third try I've gotten 3 letters. Today I had 1 letter in the wrong spot, then 1 letter in the wrong spot again, and then 1 letter in the right spot, and I still had nothing. 3, it was luckily 4th and 5th were big pickups. And by the 5th, by the 4th, I used the 2 letters that, once I saw those 2 letters were part of it, it was pretty much over. I knew I'd win. Words and Pictures says, hey, the son of a red shirt. Oh, son of a red shirt, Qapla, son of a red shirt. Son of a red shirt is vertebrae. Hey, pal, how's the world treating you? Very well, I hope. And hola, mi amigos, pop culture curator, and Words and Pictures, Sci-Fi Nation, and all the groovy people in the chat. Thank you so much, son of a red shirt. I don't know how I missed you. And you even used that Birdo Pay 5. So, all my fault. Unless the chat was jumping at the time. Carlo Albanese says new EU's law against Apple. I'm not aware of this new law. Sci-Fi Nation says vertebrae. Shameless plug here. I'm starting a morning show tomorrow that will be 9 a.m. Eastern, Sunday through Thursday, with Friday and Saturday off due to work, if anyone is interested. Cool. And Sci-Fi Nation says greetings to son of a red shirt. Now you're saying 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, but I assume you mean Eastern Daylight Time. You mean just 9 a.m. Eastern. Just to be clear, that would just technically be 9 a.m. Eastern or 9 a.m. EDT for the foreseeable future until we change the clocks back. Then it would be EST. I know I have to be a sucker for not a grammar Nazi, but a time. Not a time Nazi. Not a Nazi who flies around the timeline. I just have to correct people with Eastern Standard Time versus Eastern Daylight Time. Only for another year, perhaps, and then we can finally get rid of this vice on humanity. Tim says greetings to the Random Menace. Uncle Remus says, hail, Birdo Pray 5. Hail, Uncle Remus. Qapla. CDJ says, EU forcing Apple to use USB-C charging ports. Oh, that's what they're doing? Sons of bitches. Don't get me wrong. I understand where they're coming from, but they shouldn't be forcing any company to use anything. People should just say, hey, if I really love USB-C that much, then I'm not going to buy Apple product. I'm going to buy Samsung or Sony or whatever. Son of a red shirt says, Sci-Fi Nation, congrats and good luck on the show. A Random Menace says, it took me 25 minutes to figure it out, and I'm doing it after midnight, right after midnight. 25 minutes. Oh, well, I'm sorry to hear that. I probably put 2 minutes in, and if I can't figure it out, I put it down. I come back to it an hour later, and then I put in another 5, and I'm done. Jedi Bill says, Qapla, Birdo Pray. All hail Karoga, brother warrior. Hail to you, Jedi Bill. Sci-Fi Nation says, yes, hopefully it passes and we get rid of this daylight saving in 2024. Hopefully before 2024. LDG is waving. Hello, LDG. Hope you're doing well. Words and Pictures is Sci-Fi Nation. Reminder on your morning show, I'll try to pop by. Cool. So, Bobo Pray, did you had a little tale? Are you? Oh, Bobo Pray.
It sounded like I left you days on end or
It wasn't days on end, but There were hours on end. Would you? The camera's off. Would you say it was hours on end?
Yeah, but most of the time you're fine.
Right.
Daddy didn't leave you that long.
No, that's true. Dad will pray.
Yeah.
Didn't spend as much time as Mom will pray.
Right. Anyway, hi guys. And when I say guys, I mean hi all. I hope everyone's having a good day. I was until Bird started telling fibs about me. Well, they weren't really fibs. He just exaggerated. We did like to go to Atlantic City, and they weren't babies. I want you to know. He was like maybe 13.
Oh, I mean, we started going. I was probably more like 8.
Yeah, but we didn't leave you alone when you were 8. Don't look at me like that.
Okay, maybe 12.
Okay. All right, I actually have 2 Mammal Prey tales, completely unrelated to each other. But since we were talking about Atlantic City, and Bird mentioned my broken watch, this is the God's honest truth, no exaggeration. Anyway, and it...
No.
What?
Tim Chris is saying, put him over your knee, Mom.
Nah. I didn't do that when he was small enough that I could have, so I certainly wouldn't do it now. Truth is, we did go to Atlantic City a lot. The hotel we stayed at did have an indoor amusement park. It had rides, it had games, video games, and then whatever you call those arcade...
the ticket games.
The ticket games, yeah.
Skee ball and whatnot.
Right. Anyway.
I got my Star Trek Enterprise telephone from those tickets one visit.
That's still inside.
Yeah, it's still got a nacelle broken.
What broke?
One of the nacelles broke off.
What's in the cell?
The warp engines.
Oh, okay. Anyway, getting back to Atlantic City. It was a friend of mine that was a school teacher in in Bird's elementary school. And hang on a second.
Miranda Menace says hello, Mom.
Oh, hello, Miranda Menace, and everyone else. Yes, hello.
Gap Stargate, Tim, Sci-Fi Nation, T-Bird. I'm sorry, guys.
No, thank you, and hello, everyone. Where was I? Atlantic City. You know what? I do enjoy Atlantic City. Since you guys are all here with Bird, you can help him out, and I'm going to just go to Atlantic City for maybe a day or 2. You think that would be okay?
You're going to leave me again.
I'm going to leave you again this time. No, I wouldn't do that. I don't leave to go to the corner. But anyway. Oh, are you on screen? Am I rubbing your head?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Anyway, so I went to Atlantic City with a friend of mine that was a teacher in the school. And it was a weekend. And I drove down. That'll Pray was home with Bird and Sisso Pray. And I don't know what time we left, maybe 10, 11 o'clock in the morning. And we got down there, parked the car. We both, went our own ways. We'll meet you here. We stayed in the same area, so it wasn't hard. And then we had lunch, gambled some more. Then we had dinner. And then we said, we'll stay like another hour. And we'll head home. I thought we went to dinner at 6 o'clock. I really did. That's what my watch said. So I told Dad O'Prey I'd be home by midnight. And this was before cell phones, but I had a car phone. The big, looked like a suitcase type of thing that you plugged into the car, the cigarette lighter of the car. And anyway, getting to that. But I figured, well, we gambled a little more after dinner. And then we left. We got in the car. And I said to the woman with me, I said, look at that. These valet parkers say they don't touch anything in the car. Look at that radio. I don't listen to 1205 on the radio station. I had it set to whatever it was. And she said, Joanne, that's the time. I said, no. It's 9:35. That's what my watch says. She says, we didn't eat until after 9 o'clock. Oh, goodness. That is really the truth. Of course, I called Dad O'Prey from the car phone and told him we're on our way. And nobody believed my watch because it didn't stop. It just started running slow. Anyway, that's my... Birds still don't believe me, and I still swear on anything. That's exactly what happened. It was so ridiculous that, it had to be true. It just... But I would get into a casino and start playing slot machines and lose track of time. That I definitely did. But I always made sure the kids were safe because I guess I didn't get out as much as Dad O'Prey. And he always, let your mother have a good time. And he would go and stay with them. But that wasn't the tale I was going to tell today, though Bird kind of brought it up at the beginning of the stream. But I don't do that anymore. A, because I can't afford it, and B, because I would not leave Bird. And C, I play the games for free on the computer and don't gamble with real money, just gamble with tokens, which is fine. And I don't buy the tokens. I refuse to even pay 99 cents for anything on these computer games. If it's not free, I won't do it. Wow. That's how things change.
Executive producer Saul Leibowitz says, Mom O'Prey, how are the buffets in Atlantic City? Is there one you would recommend?
I can't even remember buffets. I know they had them, but I preferred going to the sit-down restaurants and somebody bringing me the food to the table. I don't think we really ever, did we go to buffets? I think the lines were always too long, and that would have cut into my gambling time. Really.
Now, I do remember, we'd be in a steakhouse or something.
Yeah.
And we'd be seated and we'd be waiting for Mom O'Prey to come in.
Yeah, well.
And it'd be like, she was just like, order me this. And she'd come eat a couple bites and then leave again.
Well, now you've got me started on something else.
Oh.
Okay. I did leave you. I left you and your sister with your grandparents. We were in Arizona, and we had gone for a wedding, and we had 2 weeks worth of vacation. But my in-laws were there also because the wedding was Dad O'Prey's side of the family. And his cousin and his cousin's wife said, come on, why don't you leave the kids with Grandma and Grandpa?
The $1 super chat from John Arapi. Thank you.
Thank you. And I see all those emojis from Wesley, but I have no idea what they mean.
They're just all custom emojis.
Oh, okay. Custom emoji. Oh, boy.
There's the head There's a
Oh.
Turtle, Charlie, Sassy, you,
Oh,
Roga,
see, I never see this stuff. Wow.
Bird of Prey, and the number 5.
Ah, gotcha.
And Wesley says, greetings, birds, salty turds, and nerds.
Hello, Wesley, and everyone else I'm missing. But going back to Arizona, so Dad O'Pre's cousin said, you know, we can get on a flight to Vegas, stay a night or two, and it's like $39 for the flight. And we knew Grandma and Grandpa would just love to have the kids. And everybody agreed, so we got on a flight and went to Vegas. We stayed at Caesar's Palace, and they got tickets to what was across the street then, the MGM, and I guess it was the show that was the biggest thing in Vegas at the time, at the MGM Grand. So we go to the show, and the highlight at the end was supposed to be the lion on stage. Well, it was. I sat through, I don't know, 3/4 of the show. It was okay. I got up to go to the ladies' room. I never went back. I didn't see the end of the show, but I was standing right outside the exit doors. So when they came out, they couldn't miss me. I was at the machine right there at the exit where they would come out. So I understand the show was really terrific, but no, I guess I really did have I won't say I gambled over my head. I just liked to gamble. I mean, I would sit at a penny machine, at a quarter machine. I really didn't go for big money. I just seemed to keep winning, like on quarter machines. And, you know, even in Puerto Rico, when we went to Puerto Rico, Dad O'Prey was in the pool with Sis O'Prey and Bert O'Prey. And I said, I think I'll go to the casino. The casino opened up at 1 p.m. So, like at 5 after 1, I said, I'm going to go up to the casino for a while. Dad O'Prey says, oh, you can't go like that. You need to be dressed. I said, dressed? He said, yeah, you know, you can't go in a bathing suit. I said, no, don't worry about it. I had on this black print bathing suit that kind of looked like it could have been a blouse. I pulled out a skirt out of the bag I had with me, put it right over the bathing suit, and like a white cover up over that, and I looked like I could have gone out to dinner. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Forza Jersey with a $2 super chat. I love Mama Prey. Sounds like my aunt in Staten Island. And Wesley Crusher says Wesley loves Mama Prey as well. Thank you, guys. You don't have to go third person, Wes, but it's appreciated. Where we
I've
are.
been monitoring your communications with Starfleet Command, Captain.
I will. Forza Jersey says the push cart guy tried to sell us drugs at Atlantic City Boardwalk when he was a teen. Atlantic City was a lot better in the 80s, 90s, and aughts. And Carlo Albanese says, so there was an arcade, yet Bird plays in the elevator. You can tell he's an engineer. And John Aragi says, Kronos is totally missing out. Absolutely. Absolutely he is. Okay, Mama Frey. Sorry about that.
Well, basically, like I said, that wasn't the story I came over to tell, but I guess I I did enjoy going to Atlantic City. And then, I mean, when we went to Puerto Rico, that really, the first time I went, and the first night we arrived like 11 o'clock at night. And I normally would have been ready to go to bed, but Dad O'Prey had business there, and he was meeting his business partner, who was also a friend. And we got there, and the kids they were young, 4 and 6. They fell right to sleep. And Dad O'Prey and his partner were talking and talking, and his partner's mother was there, and his girlfriend, wife, whatever she was at the time. So they said, the casino's around the corner, and they're going to be talking for hours. Come on, let's go. So we did. I went with his mother and his girlfriend or wife, whatever. I wasn't there, I don't know, 15 minutes playing quarters, and there I had my little roll of quarters. I didn't get halfway through the roll of quarters, and I hit $2,000. I couldn't believe it. And then 2 days later, was the time that we're at the pool when I got dressed and went to the casino. Excuse me.
It's okay, Mama Pray. Bless you, Mama Pray.
Nah, thank you, but that was a cough. Okay. Anyway, 2 days later was when I decided I was going to go up at 1 o'clock in the afternoon while they were in the pool. And I swear to God, I hit another $2,000 again on the first roll of quarters. I hadn't spent $10, but they had just opened. So they didn't really have big bills. So they paid me over $2,000. Some were 50s, but most were 20s. And I only had a little tiny purse. So I really didn't know where I was going to put this. But I found a place. Put it right across the top of my bathing suit. Went down to the pool, and Dad O'Prey said, "How'd you do?" So I was kind of leaning over the pool, and just with one finger, pulled down the top of my bathing suit like a half an inch. And he said, "Oh my God." But then there were times I lost, but not that badly.
Uncle Remus says Atlantic City had awesome all-you-could-eat buffets. I remember the endless. Uncle Remus also says Mom O'Prey and Dad O'Prey should have brought young Bert O'Prey to the endless buffet in Atlantic City and left him there all day instead of the arcade. Well, I probably would have stayed all day too. At the time, I could eat.
Yeah, but you also could have gone back up to the room and ordered room service, which you did.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It was a lot more expensive to order room service than to go to an all-you-could-eat buffet, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Johnny Raggi says Mop stories greater than Star Trek Picard. And Mike Richards is saying, wow, yeah. Johnny Raggi says mob-run casinos greater than corporate casinos. Those were the days. Those were the days.
Yeah.
T-Berg sees Wesley as a Caroga citizen and says he's a traitor. Not a traitor, T-Berg. He's seen the light. You should join Caroga, T-Berg. Join Caroga. Let's see. Sci-Fi Nation confirms, yes, 9 a.m. Eastern will be his morning show. Jedi Bill, Qapla again. Thank you, Ronald. Right? Did you
You're
want
welcome. It's I don't want to. I don't want to take up your whole
I got
screen.
you.
So
Yeah, so we'll hold up.
I'll hold up
the
the
other
other story
for
too.
next time.
Yes, yes. 'Cause-
You just not forget it.
right. It's like, yeah, not on the same wavelength as that.
Yeah.
So, guys, have a good evening or night or morning or whatever it is, wherever you are. Mama Pray is going to go sit down and read for a while.
But as actually recommending a buffet, it's just been so long since you've been there.
Yeah,
I mean, these are 30 years, 40.
the only buffet that I would recommend, and it's not in Atlantic City, the buffet that sticks in my mind, well, outside of New York. Come on, Joe, help me. Pennsylvania, where did we go? Lancaster.
Dutch?
Yeah, Pennsylvania Dutch. Lancaster. Miller's, not Milridge Inn, Miller's something smorgasbord. It was unbelievable. I think we did spend almost all day there. We went with Rosa and Robert, and the food was delicious, and there was like so much of it. But the one buffet that I really, really, really enjoyed that was close here was in Long Island by Republic Airport. Something 56.
Fighter Squadron?
Squadron, yeah.
Squadron.
Yeah. Fighter Squadron or Fighter something 56. But they closed up a few years ago. But they really had they had lobster. So what can I tell you? They had good lobster. So you knew they had my vote.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now that I'm hungry and I want to gamble. No, I don't want to gamble. I'm going to go sit and read. Again, guys, have a good night. And thank you for all the well wishes. And I feel loved.
No. Mama Bray is always loved.
Oh, thank you.
Welcome back. A Rouse 0877 says peace and blessings, Qapla. 56th Fighter Squadron was the place. Yeah, they did Sunday brunch. They did dinners. They did. You could watch the planes taking off from Republic Airport, and the whole thing was a like World War II bunker or something. It wasn't an actual bunker from World War II because, let's face it, Long Island wasn't really part of World War II. Certainly not the air. But it was meant to be like a bunker from Europe that had been transported to Long Island or something. Upstairs was like a museum. Downstairs was the restaurant. And it was the kind of place that even in high school and college, we'd go out there because at nights, on nights and weekends, it became a club. So like I saw it from a completely different place. Like I would not have guessed what would be going on there 6 hours, 8 hours later on a Saturday night. I never saw it. Then as a teenager, I would go there on Sunday mornings with the family. And then as an older teen and 20-something, then I would go overnight with friends. And it was a completely different experience. Keeping up with the Birdashians, says John Araki. T-Berg Adventures on Bird Sitting. And follows says Mama Bray Holiday Fun. Yeah, Mama Bray really liked to gamble. Words and pictures and Carlo are laughing. Miranda Menace says, time is relative. I believe you, Mamo Pray. And Gianna Raggi says, Bird has no business talking about anyone else's tardiness. It's probably true. Gianna Raggi's talking about time crystals. Bone is here. Says, hey, Bird, happy pet day. Qapla Bone. It's Sassy's day. It's National Pet Day. Indeed. Forza Jersey says, there is a great buffet at the Borgata like 10 to 15 years ago. Forza, we were never at the Borgata. The Borgata came and went, and this was long before the Borgata was ever a thing. By the time the Borgata had been created, I wasn't going to Atlantic City anymore because they had made they'd made casinos in Connecticut, and they were just a little bit closer. So we stopped going. Me being my friends, my college friends, we stopped going to Atlantic City. We started going up to Connecticut instead. Yeah, the Borgata, I used to hear great things about it, but I never got down there. Yeah, it's long gone, the Borgata. It's never coming back. Words and Pictures says, thank you, Mamo Pray. Brilliant as always. Angrima says, Bird of Prey and Mamo Pray. Fan, are you still eat? Fan of all you eat buffet at Atlantic City. Angrima says, I can't get to Atlantic City anymore, but unfortunately, I just can't eat anymore. Not like I used to. Even if there was a buffet, it would be lost on me. Angrima says, Showboat had a nice all-you-can-eat buffet, and it was cheap. I believe it. Angrima says, I wish Beefcake Charlie's was still around. Now I'm hungry. Well, I miss the buffet I miss the most is Ponderosa. I've made no secret of that. Ponderosa Steakhouse is the buffet I miss the most. Sci-Fi Nation says they don't make buffets like they used to. I'd even settle for a Golden Corral right now.
I went to a Golden Corral once.
Mamo Price says she went to a Golden Corral once. You'd never go back, or you only went once? Wasn't thrilled. Oh, okay. Now I'm just saying that if they ever decide to arrest me and I have to choose my form of death, it would be death by Ponderosa. I would just eat myself to death. It would come back just enough to know it was it. I'm going out. It's probably going to be very painful, but for the first few hours, it would be very, very delicious. I would just know that there's no coming back from it. That this is it. This would be the last time. All the chicken nuggets, all the pasta, all the little meatballs, the ice cream, the Jell-O, the salad full of cheese and eggs and bacon bits, just like a gallon of honey mustard. Make your own taco, make your own pizza. So corn, mashed potato, rice. Anyway, man, am I hungry. But anyway. Remember Bonanza. Yes, Bonanza, Ponderosa. That was it. That was it, Uncle Remus. And I'd get a steak, too. I'd order a T-bone steak so it would come out. And I'd have that with the food. Endless breadsticks. There was everything was endless. Their fried chicken wings. Great. Delicious. Endless chicken wings. Everything was endless. Side by side. Oh, Bert is in the Ponderosa zone. I just, I miss it. I miss it so much. And it has nothing to do with me being sick. It's just, they shut them all down. Those bastards, they shut them all down. Oh, son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Let's see what's going on here. Now I'm really hungry. This is Uncle Remus. I'm sorry about that. Uncle Remus. He's hungry. I'm making people hungry.
Yeah.
Okay, so today is National Barber Shop Quartet Day, National Cheese Fondue Day, National 8-Track Tape Day, National Pet Day, and National Submarine Day. Let's check the news real quick. EU energy sanctions. Italy seizes Russian F1 driver's villa. The city of Philadelphia. Okay. No, they're gonna. You cannot 3D print a gun. You cannot. The plastic cannot be used to shoot a bullet. Central U.S. to see severe weather, blizzard, and fire danger. Historic blizzard likely as severe storms threaten millions for fourth week in a row. That's not good. Star Trek Strange New Worlds prop revealed as Star Trek Fiction Chicago. Today's Wordle answer. Really? Scientists come up with fresh take on moon mystery. The far side of the moon is significantly more cratered. We might finally know why. They've always told us why. They've said it was more cratered because it's not protected by the fucking Earth. You can't get to the... Okay, it's tidally locked. So the only way to hit the side that faces Earth is by going through the Earth. Let's look at the Strange New Worlds props. Okay, good. They all pass inspection. They're close enough. They are less than 25% different for the most part. You know, these things, I don't know what the hell they are. But, good, yeah. Those pass. Okay, what's this moon mystery? Let's see. Fresh new take on moon mystery. The far side of the moon, which we can never see from a vantage point on Earth, looks surprisingly different than the orb we're used to seeing in the night sky. The near side we are so familiar with appears darker in places the result of vast ancient lava flows called lunar mar, while on the far side is covered in pot marks and craters, but no more there. Why are the two sides of the moon so different has long puzzled scientists. However, a study published last week in the journal Science Advances has come up with a new explanation. Researchers at Brown University studied the largest impact crater on the moon, known as the South Pole Atkin Basin, some 1,615 miles wide and 5 miles deep. It was formed by a massive object that slammed into the moon, perhaps a wayward dwarf planet. The researchers found the impact formed the basin would have created a massive plume of heat that spread the moon's interior, whatever. Okay. I don't like it. According to the model, the creep material would have ridden a wave of heat emanating from the impact zone like a surfer, whether the impact was direct or just grazed. Okay. Right, so somebody surfed the moon. Okay. Not somebody. I understand what they're saying. That doesn't make any sense. The Earth protecting half the moon theory still makes far more sense. Uncle Remus says there's a Ponderosa still around. Yeah, closest Ponderosa is in New York. Thank you, Uncle Remus. Yeah, but not the one I'd go to. Robert Rose Jr. says hello today. Bird will pray, mum will pray. And the Sassy Qapla, Robert Rose. Exactly, CDJ. Son of a red church, a sci-fi nation. You guys have a Cracker Barrel down by you. Cracker Barrel is Mama Praise favorite restaurant at the moment. Even though they don't have lobster, as she says. 1883 actors talk about harsh conditions, lack of showers, and sleep while making epic Western. I wouldn't quite call it an epic. U.S. gun trafficking ring moved nearly 300 firearms from Georgia to Pennsylvania. Okay. New White House rule. Whatever. War could destroy nearly half of Ukraine's economy this year. Only half? I'm surprised they have any economy. Local news. New York and California failed in handling of COVID, but Florida was among the best. Study. As remote work becomes permanent, can Manhattan adapt? Well, it better. I don't care if it does or not, because I'm going to sink that island soon enough. Crowd runs from manhole explosion. There's going to be a lot more of them as it sinks to the bottom of the bay. Respected restaurateur Tony May, who championed Italian fine dining in New York City, dies at 84. Very sad. Elon Musk's SEC filing reserves right to buy a larger stake in Twitter. Why does he need to reserve that right? Isn't that just the right anyone has? If you have the money, you can buy more stock. Kmart stores closing. Just 3 Kmarts remain after new rounds of closures. Guys, there's going to be a day when only 3 Walmarts remain. It's going to happen. It's always happened before, and it's always going to happen again. Where will you be when the last Walmart closes? 3 Minnesota companies make Fortune's 100 best places to work. I would beg to differ. Nintendo Switch sports preview? Not a Switch guy. But Rock Solid, I do appreciate. Rock Solid tried to enter me, I think he did enter me, into something to win a Nintendo Switch. I appreciate it, but I would pass it along because I'm just not a Switch guy, and I would hope a Nintendo Switch would go to somebody who would enjoy it. And I'm going to tell you, that's not me. Epic Games secures $2 billion from Sony and Lego to build gaming metaverse. That should be interesting. Britney Spears announces she's pregnant with her 3rd child. I'm having a baby. Did she have kids? No. I suppose it could be sad outcomes. Sports, blah, blah. Science. First all-private astronaut team arrives at International Space Station. SpaceX and 3 rich businessmen to space and a plan to leave them there for 10 days. Interstellar object exploded over Earth in 2014, declassified in government data reveal. Harvard astronomer believes an interstellar meteor or craft hit Earth in 2014. Okay, I gotta read that. Neptune just experienced an unexplained temperature shift. Neptune is cooling down, and scientists don't know why. That sounds like they're going into an ice age. Okay, what's this? An interstellar object exploded over Earth in 2014, declassified government data reveal. Classified data prevented scientists from verifying their discovery for 3 years. A fireball that blazed through the skies over Papua New Guinea in 2014 was actually a fast-moving object from another star system. According to a recent memo released by the U.S. Space Command. The object, a small meteorite measuring just 1.5 feet across, slammed into Earth's upper atmosphere on January 8th, 2014, after traveling through space at more than 130 miles per hour, at a speed that far exceeds the average velocity of meteors that orbit within the solar system, according to a 2019 study of the object published in the preprint database. The 2019 study argued the wee meteor's speed, along with the trajectory of its orbit, proved with 99% certainty that the object originated out far beyond the solar system, possibly from deep interior of the planetary system or a star in the thick disk of the Milky Way galaxy. The authors wrote, but despite their near certainty, the team's paper was never peer-reviewed or published in a scientific journal, as some of the data needed to verify the calculations was considered classified by the U.S. government. Now the U.S. Space Command has officially confirmed the team's findings in a memo dated March 1st and shared on Twitter on April 6th. General John E. Shaw, Deputy Command of U.S. Space Command, wrote that the 2019 analysis of the fireball was sufficiently accurate to confirm interstellar trajectory. Wow. So it means we're getting all this interstellar stuff all the time. So much for Manu or whatever. That would make this thing the first. Well, that's pretty cool. Weird, but cool. CDJ says vertebrae, Elon Musk takeover of Twitter would make the salt flow. Robert Rose Jr. says vertebrae, did you watch the Trump rally this past Saturday night? No, I did not, Robert. Did I miss anything? Dr. Alex says Qapla vertebrae, hope you're well and rock solid. Entered you? Well, it was a Twitter thing where you could tweet, and they supposedly said that they were going to go back and check the tweets and the retweets. And I don't know how legit it is or not, but it was very nice that he thought of me. But I wrote back and said I would pass it on to somebody who say needs it, but somebody who would want it more, because it's just not for me. But it was so nice he thought of me. I'm really appreciative, and I don't want to seem in any way ungrateful. I just would feel terrible taking a system that I know there's a younger kid out there who would love to have it. And I would be like, I already know I haven't played my PS4 in so long. I should just give it away. But I'm not going to do it yet. But the day is going to come when I will. I can't go ahead and take a new system from somebody who would love to be playing with it and just keep it in my house and stare at it. No more. I'm done with that. No more blue light specials, says Jeff B. I know. It's very sad. Sci-Fi Nation says, why classify a 1.5 foot meteorite? Paranoia or covering something up? Well, because it hit the Earth. And it was going so fast. So fast. Forza says, vertebrae, ever go to Cracker Barrel? Good food. I have. I've been to Cracker Barrel, 18 years ago. Probably less than that. What was it, 12, 13, 14 years ago? I'm sure I was at a Cracker Barrel. It was good. It's not my favorite. Don't get me wrong. I like Cracker Barrel, but I prefer the Denny's or Waffle House to Cracker Barrel. But Cracker Barrel was good too. I more of a breakfast person than a Cracker Barrel person. Now, I did like about Cracker Barrel, the toys, the buying the toys, and then playing with the games or whatever while you eat. That I like. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out Dear Bot. We've got 4 Dear Bots. Forza says, I'm a simple guy. Get me a chicken sandwich and waffle fries from a Chick-fil-A or a burger from Wendy's, and I'll be happy. I hear you, Forza. I hear you. Dear Bot, Captain Track, but the Cracker Barrel sucks. Wow. Somebody did not get good service. Dear Bob, attention, Mr. Bob. We require a 10-ounce sample of your sperm. You may leave it at your back step tonight, or our stealth craft will retrieve the sample. We are creating 5 clones of you, as we need to create smart and hairy creatures to guard our hidden mountain station at the top of Mount Hood, Oregon. If you have any questions, please forward them to astra29@otherworld.com, our Palladian scientist in charge of the human cloning program. That is all. Borto X.2.4. Yeah, well, if you're cloning me, then you're going to want to take skin cells or stem cells or any other cells except sperm cells, because you can't clone somebody from their sperm. You need to have the actual XY chromosome. And yeah, that's what you need. You can't get it from the sperm. And now I've said sperm way too many times. CDJ hopes Captain Track had a good day. And another email from the same people, XCal9 here. They're going to require 10 ounces by midnight tonight. You leave the sample on your back step, and our stealth craft will retrieve it. We require this sample to clone 6 giant guards for our Mount Kilimanjaro station. Defiance will be futile, and we will be forced to extract the sample if you don't willingly produce it for my team. XCal9. And Eastland Burkholder says, so they are lying. They do not want your clone. I know. They're definitely lying. Dear Bob, hi Joe. I will require a 10-ounce sample of your semen. No big scientific plans per se. I would just like to have some as I collect this substance from many of my friends. I have a sample from Salty, Captain Track, Jedi Bill, and LDG, and wanted to add yours to my very personal collection. Any chance I could get it later tonight, as I'm in the New York area. No! This was not from Gary. God damn it, people. Dear Bob, can we finally just get the damn asteroid to wipe us out? Absolutely. Team Asteroid here. What the hell is this? I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that link is to, but whatever. Okay. Random Menace says they may need a perm cell, Berto Frey, so only the black hair remains as an option. The back hair remains. Wow. Eastland Burkholder says, is the whole world going crazy? And is the air, maybe the water, are people in this crazy on their own body chemistry? Are people as crazy on their own body chemistry? I really do think it's our own body chemistry, Eastland. I do. Forza Jersey says hi to Captain Trek. CDJ says, anyone tried calamari? What's it like? Oh, I like calamari. Yeah, it's good, especially if you can get just the rings. But if you can't, it's fine. Fried, has to be deep fried to be delicious. I don't like anything calamari that's not deep fried. I don't want to see it. It's good. Random Menace is calamari, sea fruit, yummy. Well, I don't know if I'd call it sea fruit, but fine. Eastland says it's genetic for heavy back hair should be preserved along with good tooth enamel that resists cavity. Absolutely, Eastland. And I mean, considering that I'm sitting here at 43 years of age and I punished my teeth my entire life between the amount of soda and God knows what I've eaten, and that I still have all my teeth, maybe not for long. And had I not turned sick, I probably would still have my teeth. But now that I'm been bedbound, the what's that? The whatever your teeth is made of, calcium, I think is being drained from my body. It's being drained from my bones. It's being drained from my teeth, and that's my problem. If I have no doubt that if I was still walking, my calcium would be fine, and my teeth would be even stronger than they were a week ago, or a month ago, or a year ago. My genetics for my teeth are above reproach. Forza says, what's with all the jizz requests? I don't know, Forza. It's just another Monday over here. Random Menace is pasta with calamari. My wife cooks it all the time. Typical American, fried everything. Your health care is not free, but you live like it was. Okay, your health care is not free either, but you guys live like it is. Eastland says, yes, good genetics for our colony ships for when we find other places to go. CDJ says, my teeth are really bad, have epilepsy, and when I have seizures, I grind my teeth and they crack badly. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, CD. Eastland says, calcium is handled differently if you do not walk. True. And Random Menace says, I am left with only 32 teeth. I'm sorry to hear that, Joseph. Sure. I don't know, but more than 32. 38, 40, something like that. Alexa, how many teeth does an adult have? Oh. Okay. So according to Alexa, adult humans have 32 teeth, including 4 wisdom teeth. You had more than 32. You're wrong. We're counting. Ah, 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 12. 12 on top. uh, 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 13 on bottom, 26 plus 24. It's 30. So I'm missing 2. Okay. I can't believe I miscounted. So we got a deer bop from Gary Katzer, aka Rock Solid Productions. And he says, Dear Bop, this is a message I recorded just for you now regarding nominating you. It's 100% safe. You can play it on your stream without anything that would cause you to get flagged, demonetized, or otherwise in trouble with YouTube bots. Please take this to heart. I will. Why? You don't think I can trust Rock Solid? I mean, I'm pretty sure it's him. Oh, it's him. Okay, I don't know if anybody's going to hear it but me. All right, Bird, listen, damn it. I nominated for you because you deserve it. Not that somebody else doesn't deserve it or you deserve it more than somebody else, but you're a good guy and you deserve to have good things happen to you. Quit bitching about the fact maybe someone else who deserves it more should get this, blah, blah, blah. I deserve it, and that's why he nominated me. So knock your shit. Otherwise, he's going to come over there and do it. And it says, Mom will pray. You do it for him. Like I said, I really appreciate it. Okay, I do. Now I demand I win it. And if I don't, I'm going to be angry. Does that make you happy? Does that make you happy, Gary? I'll just be expecting it. Sci-fi confirms 32 is the norm. Random Menace is for there. Not really, but I am playing only for non-standard. I don't know if that was your phone or mine, I'm afraid. Rock Solid says, where is Dear Bop? I did the Dear Bops. I did it. Eastland says, so good weather here. Eastland says, eye teeth might still be in gums. Forza says, the Random Menace, gotcha. Forza Jersey says, Random Menace. The Rock Solid, he's got, no, yeah, you don't want to know. And Eastland says, win it, Bird. Well, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Got it. Rock Solid says, you should know by now, nothing makes me happy. Apparently. Okay. So, Star Trek Picard, episode 207, with new photo and trailer from Monsters. What the hell does that mean? Strange New Worlds, Pike's Bridge makes Kirk's TOS Enterprise look worse? What the fuck are you talking about? Why does Screen Rant exist? Strange New Worlds, Pike Bridge makes Kirk's TOS Enterprise look worse. In Star Trek Strange New Worlds, Captain Pike's Enterprise has lots of women in the bridge crew, but those duties will go to men when Kirk takes over. Maybe, just maybe, they scored better in the Academy. Or, and maybe the ironic part is the men have the part so that it's not about sexism. Maybe you only have attractive women having parts so that men watch the show. When in 1960, you didn't need to put in attractive women for men to watch the show. They just watched it. How about them apples? Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount, USS Enterprise bridge crew in Strange New Worlds, inadvertently makes Captain James T. Kirk's William Shatner crew look bad by comparison? No, it doesn't. Not in the least. Strange New Worlds chronicles the voyages of the Starship Enterprise in the years before Kirk took over the legendary vessel, with Lieutenant Commander Una Chin Riley, Rebecca Romaine, serving as Pike's number 1, and a young Lieutenant Spock, Ethan Peck, as the Enterprise's science officer. But now the rest of Pike's bridge crew has been revealed. It retroactively casts Kirk's Enterprise in a negative light because James T. Starship becomes sexist. The fuck it does! The fuck it does! No, it doesn't. The cast of Star Trek original series was truly groundbreaking and remains influential. The bridge of the Starship Enterprise was multiracial, and both Star Trek creator Gene Roddenberry and NBC championed a diverse cast, with a Japanese helmsman, Mr. Sulu, George Takei, an African communications officer, Lieutenant Uhura, a Scottish chief engineer, Montgomery Scott, and later a Russian navigator, Pavel Chekhov. No, not George Takei. They put George Takei's name for Chekhov. No, Walter Koenig. Walter Koenig. These schmucks telling us about how bad Kirk's crew looked, put George Takei's name in for both Mr. Sulu and Pavel Chekhov. No, it's not George Takei. Twice. It's Walter Koenig. Along with a Vulcan, Mr. Spock, Leonard Nimoy. Star Trek, the original series, was the gold standard in 1960s as a cast represented different people working together for the common good. And it did then, and it still does now. However, Uhura's presence on the bridge aside, Kirk's Enterprise in Star Trek in the 1960s relegated women to yeoman or lesser roles aboard the starship. The most prominent women besides Uhura in TOS was yeoman Janice Rand, who only appeared in season 1, and nurse Christine Chapel. You had a fucking nurse, you had a yeoman, you had Uhura, who was a fucking commander. How many other... Okay, so what? Who are you supposed to replace? Spock? No. Were you going to replace... Oh, maybe one of George Takei. You didn't need 2 George Takeis? Is that what you're saying? We should have got rid of the non-Japanese George Takei or the Russian... Which George Takei should we have kicked off the bridge? The Russian or the Japanese? It was the 60s, says Mama Bray. It would have been the Russian. Yeah. So I guess they should have got rid of the Russian George Takei, even though it was instrumental in helping bring Star Trek to the Soviet Union. Or Kirk himself. Kirk himself should have stepped down so that there could have been more women on the bridge. What fuck ups. CDJ says, lol, they messed up. Yeah, they did. They did. CDJ says, Star Trek has gone downhill since DS9. We will never see that quality again. I hope that's not true, CDJ, but it seems like it. The Multi-Gun Man says, Bird, how's it going? It's going well, Multi-Gun Man. Hope you don't cry and pout like a baby if I say something bad about Discovery, like Salty Trekker does. I literally fell asleep today. So if you said something and he cried, I missed it. Sci-Fi Nation says, I think the mini skirts and go-go boots helped just a wee bit. Well, you know what? They wanted to wear that. That was about women's independence at the time. Women should have been able to wear anything they wanted, and women wanted to wear less. The myth, the man, the myth, the Sci-Fi Nation says, Dr. Alex says, maybe it's just Screen Rant phrasing it badly. That means Pike Enterprise looks worse than it should. No, that's not what they mean. That's not what they mean at all. Forza Jersey says, Kirk's just a Chad. Pike is a beta. No. The Random Menace says it was Pike complaining about women on the bridge. Yes, it was. Of all the people, what happened? We've got Pike complaining about not being able to get used to women on the bridge, except present company excluded, of course. And yeah, they did have that hot redhead. Random Menace says it was, yeah. Sci-Fi Nation says it's Screen Rant. What did you expect? It's clickbait. Stop giving Screen Rant badly needed free advertising. You're right. You're absolutely right. CDJ says Screen Rant must be the most worthless hacks in history. Are these people stoned? I bet they are, Forza. I bet they are. I bet they come in, they light up, and they look at their computers for a while, and they're like, I'll just type shit. Antiderivative Jill says, ew, Screen Rant is icky, Bird. I'm sorry, Antiderivative Jill. It is icky. It is icky. It's more icky than that Playboy that guy threw in the elevator with me. I'd be more embarrassed if he had thrown Screen Rant in. Easlin Burkholder says the revolutionary thing was people were introduced by their rank or job title, department or project, rather than race and gender. That was a big thing they did, introducing new characters. And Forza is joking. Mama, pray your phone made some noises. Okay. Qapla Karogan, says Dave G. Qapla Dave G. Andrew Jill says they just forgot that Nurse Chapel makes a doctor in the movies. It's called character development. Yeah. By the first movie, she's a full-off doctor. Multi-Gun Man says, Bird of Prey, happy National Pet Day. Hail Sassy. Hail Sassy. Okay. Anyway. You're right. I'm tired. I'm not even going to. Fuck them. Fuck Screen Rant. goodbye, and die in a fire. Not to the person who wrote that, just to the company who published it. Strange New Worlds, the High Country announced. What the hell is the High Country? Oh, the first tie-in novel. Okay, so that's a complete waste of time because it's not in the least canon, no matter what they say. Official Star Trek timeline revealed. That's 2 years old. No thank you. No thank you. Nothing left. Nothing left there. Goodbye, Google. Goodbye. Goodbye, Google News. We hardly knew you. Okay. Oh, well. Anyway, guys, I guess that's it for today. Thank you all for hanging out. Thank you all for wishing Sassy a happy pet day. She appreciates it. Thank you all for stopping by. Thank you all for listening to Mama Pray stories. I know you want to hear more, and we'll get another one. Hopefully by Friday. If she's feeling okay, we'll see. Although this weekend, I don't know if Sissel Prey might be here for Easter. Easter is this weekend coming up, so we'll see what's going on. Tomorrow, Tuesday, second Tuesday of the month, we will be doing a members-only stream at 4 p.m. It will go to as long as it needs to, at least minimum to 4:30, so I can talk to any members who want to come. And then after that's over, by 5 p.m. or so, maybe 5:15, I'll be doing a stream for everyone, an open panel stream. I'll probably play a game like not Call of Duty, but something more like Risk or City Skylines, some slower game that we can talk to, and we can talk while I play and have an open panel stream at the same time. So that'll be for everybody. Come around 5 p.m. tomorrow. But 4 p.m. members only stream. Everybody will get a chance to talk who wants to, and they're a channel member. Look for it to start at 4 o'clock, but go to the community section of the website if you don't get notification, because that's where it will be. It will be in the community section of the website. Captain Tracks is Bird of Prey. Maybe if I start reading Screen Rant, people will start watching Morning Brew again. Captain, I believe there's still people watching Morning Brew. Yeah, Mama Pray says she's in the middle of typing. Mama Pray is saying maybe the morning's a bad time.
If another time would work.
Welcome to ask anybody he wants, or just start at any other time. Nobody owns a time. Nobody owns a time. Eastlands is bye, Bird. Bye, Mama Pray, Sassy, and the rest. Random Menace is Qapla. CDJ says, have a good evening, Bird of Prey, and best wishes. Take care. Mike Richards is farewell from Columbus, Ohio. Take care, Mike Richards. Admiral Saval's in the house. Yo, Admiral, just as we were finishing up. I hope you're good, Admiral. Hope you and your doggy are good. Today is National Pet Day, Admiral. wish your Beagle the best. Yay, member stream sounds for leaving, says Random Menace. Sci-Fi Nations is not by me, Multi-Gun Man. Qapla and hail Sassy. Hail Sassy. And no brew for me. Effing work. I'm sorry, Random Menace. Goddamn work. It sucks. Anyway. Qapla all bird out.
But wait, there's more. The video might be over, but there's more fun to be had. First, please make sure you're subscribed to the channel and have clicked that bell icon to get notifications of new videos in your YouTube feed. Share this video on social media to help this channel fight the algorithm that favors big media. Also check out www.birdopray5.com for links to my other channels, various social media accounts, merch store, Dear Bop, affiliate links, and all your Birdo Pray 5 needs. At the main Birdo Pray 5 YouTube channel, you can find all sorts of live streams and unlisted videos, YouTube membership options, and a community section with polls and updates on the channel. On the secondary channel, Birdo Pray 5X, you can find overflow content that doesn't always make the main channel. Subscribe to both channels, please. Thanks for watching. Remember, I stream almost every day. This is Birdo Pray 5 saying goodbye, world. Until next time. P.S. Hail Sassy, hail Charlie, and of course, hail Kuroga.